Good morning, Elsie.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing all right. How are you? How was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was pretty good.
Good. Hey, Doc. How are you doing today?
Doing all right, I suppose. A little under the weather, but otherwise.
Sorry to hear that.
Hey guys.
Hey,
Hello.
Tony. There we
How you
are.
doing?
Doing well, doing well. How was everybody's Thanksgiving?
It was nice. It was nice. Nice and quiet. I went to Jersey, so it wasn't too bad. It was like an hour away from me.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, I hear you got the music.
Yeah,
How was yours?
somebody has an open mic.
Oh,
So
that might be me. I lowered it. Yep. Yeah. How was your Thanksgiving, everybody? Was it nice?
Yeah, mine was pretty good.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna just tell you. Next week, I have family coming in, so I'm not gonna be able to make it
Okay.
unless. I just want to tell you right away. I mean, it's 99% she's coming in. So I would get her out, but my mom is handicapped. So if my aunt comes in, I don't see her very often, so I can't make it next Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's
Yeah,
understandable. At this time of year,
yeah. She
we
comes in
get
for Christmas. Yeah.
we get all kinds of stuff. I'll keep tabs with Roy and LC, and if you guys want to go ahead and have a session next week, if Tony can't be here, we'll go ahead and play. Tony will just say that Frodo is in meditative contemplation somewhere.
Yeah, and right now she's coming in, Gal. She's coming in, so she'll probably do because she comes in once a year. No,
Yeah.
not more than once a year. But my dad had passed away, so she wants to go to the cemetery too. So she'll be here for probably from Friday to like probably Tuesday.
Okay.
So
All right.
yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I wanted to let you
Oh
know.
no, no problem, no problem.
Okay.
I'm sure at some point other people will have travel during the holidays, and the schedules will get all tossed up in the air. So we may miss a session here and there between now and after everything settles back down at the beginning of the year. But we'll just deal with that as we have to.
Okay.
For today, welcome back from the Thanksgiving holiday. I am DM Galabond, and this is the History of D&D. And as usual, we're welcomed by, or we are joined by LC playing Siren the Elf, joined by Roy or Doc playing Devlin, and joined by Tony playing Frodo the Cleric. And just been enjoying the pregame music here, but now we're going to go ahead and get the map moved back over to our to the moat house where we were. And when we last left our heroes, they were dealing with a bit of an issue. They were exploring the ground floor level of the moat house, along with their hirelings, their men at arms that are from the village militia. And Siren had run over to the old barracks room that the barracks area that the uh, bandits had been using, and he was looking for looking to try to find the treasure chest that he had seen over there. And Devlin and Frodo were over at the other end of the building, and they were also looking at a treasure chest. And as they approached, something moved next to it and came out of the shadows, and it is a giant lizard. And when I say a giant lizard, I mean this guy. He's about 10 feet long. Looks like he could easily swallow a a halfling, um, and could probably do a big number on a human's arm. You hear sign your man at arms who's in the room with you. He draws in a big breath, and you hear the rattle as he pulls his sword out. And Devlin and Frodo, you are there. And before we roll initiative, what would you guys like to do? Is there anything that you all would like to do at this point?
Uh,
Devlin would like to run away. Uh, give him give him some room.
Okay.
He has an overwhelming urge to investigate that giant tick corpse over there.
Okay, so he wants to run towards the doors.
Yeah.
Okay.
How close? How close are we to him? Is he?
You, Tony, or you, Frodo, are about I want to say you're about 10 feet away from him. Um, and this guard is about 15 feet away, and of course, Devlin is right there. Devlin, I'm gonna go ahead and let you move your token if you would like to, and then we will roll initiative. Okay. Oh, so you're getting all the way out of the room entirely. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. And then I will. I'll say let's go ahead and roll us some initiative.
Should I roll initiative?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and let everybody roll initiative, and because then uh, we'll
That's the
see what
D6, right?
happens
Yep.
here. Yes, sir. Actually, if you go to your character sheet,
Oh,
it should give you the opportunity once you click on your
that's combat, right? Or
yeah, on the combat tab.
okay, initiative. There you go. I think I rolled it
Alright.
right. Just hit the button.
Yeah, I believe. Okay, let me see. Okay, I see it on your. I see it on the chat that it rolled the initiative.
Okay, I might have
I
rolled it
don't.
twice.
Yeah, I don't see it. It didn't for some reason add it to the
Yeah, didn't
thing,
the
so
second
I
time.
can.
Should I roll it again, or
No,
do
no,
you
no,
add
no.
it?
I'll just add it.
Okay.
I'll just add it. Okay. And Frodo, what was your actual initiatives or your actual dexterity score? Is it 14
That
again?
was. I think it was. Let's see. Dex was 14.
Okay. And Devlin is a 16. Is that correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. And Siren, are you a 14 as well or 15? Let me take a look here.
Yeah, I'm 14.
Yeah, 14. Okay. All right. Excellent. Okay. So now will all these guys get. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 6 of those. Let's go ahead and do D6. Okay. So um, get 5, and then 4, and then 4, and then 5, and then 4, and then 1. Okay, now do that. Okay, and the first thing that happens in the initiative order is Frodo.
Okay.
Okay, there's a big giant lizard that's just come out. Devlin's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Run past you out of the room. Your man at arms is pulling his sword out. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna. I guess I can. I'm in range to attack him, right?
Now, for you, I don't think you have a range attack. So you would have
I
to
have to.
walk up to it and whack it
Uh-huh.
with something, which
I have a
means,
warhammer.
yeah,
I'm
which
gonna walk
means
up.
that, okay.
I guess 5 feet almost. Is that close enough, or I'm just moving my piece?
Yeah, you could be yes, you could be right there.
Is that okay to move up?
Yep, that's fine.
Okay, and I'm gonna attack
Okay.
with the warhammer, and that would be just combat. What do I roll to attack again?
I believe you go to the combat tab and then click on all the way at the right on the row next to your warhammer, and I think it'll roll that attack.
Oh, yep,
for you.
gotcha.
Okay. Hits AC 16. Well, this guy has an AC that's a little bit better than 16. So he's that's not gonna cut it.
Okay.
So that misses. Now you've only used 5 feet of your movement. You have some more movement.
Could I move back to 10 feet?
Yeah, you can move
I'm
back.
gonna do that.
As long as you just don't land on the same square as another creature, and you're fine.
Okay, 5. I'm gonna just do 5 back right by the door, like right about here.
Okay, that sounds good. All right. Oh, by the way, Devlin, when you ran back there, did you do anything other than run? Did you say anything, or did you just run over there?
I probably yelled, "Hey, some guards, come in here, and we got a big old lizard in here. It needs to be addressed."
Okay. Okay, well, Gallus will pull his sword 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Actually, in this edition, you can go 3 times your movement. So he will run right up here, but he has expended all of his movement, so he doesn't have enough left to attack. However, his buddy here has drawn his sword. Will move
I
up.
just have to step away 1 second.
Okay, sure. He will attack. And let's see what he gets. Okay, he gets an AC 14. For him, that hits an armor class of 5. Or yeah, 14 on the D20 is hits an armor class of 5. And the lizard exactly has an armor class of 5. So he's got his sword, and he will deal 7 damage. And so the lizard looks a little looks significantly hurt by that. It's not quite bloodied, but he's pretty hurt. And then let's see, Exard. He's gonna run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35. He's gonna pull out his bow, but he has moved too much. He can't make an attack. And then Walter, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he will also pull out his bow. And then the giant lizard has 2 guys standing right in front of him. One just whacked him. So
Okay.
the giant lizard is going to make an attack roll. Let's see. He rolls a 3. That's not going to hit the armor class here, which is your guards have an armor class of 6. So that's not going to be any good. Devlin, we are back to you, sir. What would you like to do?
Feeling brave. He'll step inside and fire his hand.
Okay. Because your allies are here, you'll just it's basically a -2 on your shot, because the lizard has partial cover, with these 2 minute arms right in front of, in between your line of sight and the lizard.
Okay.
Okay, now normally that. Oh no, AC 15. Okay, that would not hit. That just you try to thread it between your 2 guys, and you successfully thread it between them, but it clatters off of some debris over in the corner instead of hitting the lizard. Siren, you heard some yelling from down at the other end uh, of the complex. It sounds like Devlin. Um, they have found something monstrous. What would you like to do?
Well, in my head, I say to myself, serves them right for splitting up, but it's not to be too mean. I'll go and try and head on over, see if I can help. I believe my
Okay.
run speed is 90.
Actually, if you have 40 feet, your run speed is 120.
I have
But
30 feet, unfortunately.
oh, okay. So then, yeah, 90. Yeah,
All right, I guess
get up
I'll
to 90 feet.
run up to the door,
Okay.
kind of look in and see the giant lizard.
Yeah, see the lizard with the 2 minute arms. Their swords out right in front of it, and then the 2 other minute arms in the background next to Devlin with their bows drawn. And then Aethert. He's like, "Wait for me, guys." And he's going to. I think he can make it all the way here, and then yeah, he can run all the way in. So he's just gonna run in, and he'll take up a position uh, behind Walter. Um, and try to figure out what he's going to do on his next turn should he have an opportunity to do anything. And we are back to the top of the round. And Frodo, Tony, are you back yet? Okay, I guess Tony is still away. We'll go ahead and we will skip him for the moment. Gallus will make an attack. And that's a miss. And then your other man at arms, Cine, will make an attack. Ooh, that hits an AC 3. So that'll hit. And he deals 4 damage. And with that 4 damage, the lizard is now bloodied. Exard. Okay, that clatters off of there. And Walter, of course, Walter is going to have a -2 on his attack as well because of the cover. 9, that's not going to cut it. And then the giant lizard. Giant lizard is bloodied. This guy does have a morale score, so let me double check and see what he is going to do on his turn. His morale is 7. So let's make this 2d6. 8. All right, he's still going to keep fighting. And he's going to bite the same guy that keeps hitting him. 7, and that's going to miss. Devlin, we're back to you.
He doesn't see any way about getting at these things around the guards, and probably just as well. So he's taking another shot.
Okay. Oh, that hits. Even with your -2, you still hit an AC 5, which is exactly what you need, and deal 2 points of damage. So now this lizard is very hurt. Um, and Siren. Oh,
Yeah,
wait, Tony.
guys.
Tony,
Yeah,
are
I
you
had
back?
something. I hate to do this. My mom is not feeling well, and I'm not going to be able to play today
Okay.
because she's calling me inside, and her stomach is bothering her bad. So I may
Oh,
take her to
okay.
the doctor. I'm sorry about this.
No, that's all right. Life happens.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Gary.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, we'll figure out for next week whether what we're gonna do, and I'll let you know. I'll put it in the Discord. But for right now, go take care of your mom.
Yes.
Hopefully, she gets to feeling better,
Thank you.
and we will see you next time that you can join us.
Yes.
All right. Take care. All right. So, Siren, um, what would you like to do?
All right, I'm gonna charge forward and try to take a mighty slash with my great sword,
Okay.
and it's a miss.
Yeah, AC 11. That is not going to hit. Um, and then a third. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to take Frodo and put Frodo over on the GM layer. And then a third will limber up his bow, pull it out, and he'll come around here where Frodo is standing. And he is going to have a -2 to try to shoot through the um, shoot past his allies and hit. Um, oh, that would normally hit armor class 0, so that hits armor class 2. And with the d6 from the arrow, he gets 2 points of damage. Okay. Well, this lizard is still hanging on. All right. Oh yeah, one of these guys gonna kill this guy. No, he's not. No, he's not. 15, I would hit armor class 4 normally with a cover. That misses. That's going to miss. Lizard. What does Lizard do? Now he's very hurt, so I'm going to give him a. Oh, yeah. Lizard's had enough of this. In this edition, there really are no opportunity attacks, so this lizard just turns tail and scatters out of there, and in a couple of moments you hear, after some scrambling over the rocks, you just hear a splash as he goes into the water and gets away, because he doesn't want any more of that fight. And the party is victorious. Okay, and for defeating the enemy counts just as much in terms of XP as killing it, so you guys get credit for winning that encounter.
Nice.
All right, Siren and Devlin. You seem to have scrambled the enemies out of this room. What would you like to do? I think you were here because there was something you guys saw over in the corner.
Wasn't there a chest in this room?
Yeah, I think there's
Yes, there was a chest right next to um, where that lizard came out of. Probably like right about here. Or no, I'm sorry, right about here is where the chest is.
I guess I'll move over and open up.
Okay. Make. Oh no, I guess this edition. I get so used to everybody having the later editions. It all has the players do things, but in this edition, mostly it's a DM that does stuff. So I'm gonna make a percentage roll. Call high or low, Elsie.
Hi.
High. All right.
Oh my goodness, I should have called low.
Okay. Well, as you go to, you notice there's like a timber that's kind of um, resting on the chest that keeps the lid from being open. So you go to push that away, and as you do, um, it sort of dislodges some loose rubble, and some stuff falls down on you, and you're going to take some falling debris damage.
Oh,
4
boy.
points of falling debris damage, um, as some loose masonry and other timbers and everything fall down and smack you on the head. Um, Now, because they are right there, I need to roll for um, Cine and Gauss as well. So you called high. We'll just that's low and that's high. Okay, so Cine is gonna take some damage as well. He takes 5 points of damage. Um, it's -5. So both Devlin, you see both Siren and one of your men at arms just get clobbered by some falling stones. This other guy, he ducks out of the way in time to avoid it, and then he jams his sword, puts it away, and he says, "Help me, guys, help me!" And the other men at arms drop their weapons. They move up and they start trying to clear stuff away. And they pull everyone out. Okay. Siren, let's see. These guys all have the healing skill. So they're going to try to see what they can do to help. They have a skill of 12. So Exard is right there.
Hope they don't get a 1 and I die.
Actually, if you get a 1,
Okay.
they will double the effectiveness of their healing.
I'll
If
strike
they
that.
get it, yeah, it's if they get a 20 that you don't want them to do. In this edition, the skill check is one of the things that's backwards.
Oh.
Oh no!
Well, this is how my character dies.
Exart goes to try to bind the wound, and he actually, instead of, he pulls a splinter out, and that splinter was actually kind of in a vein, and blood starts to spurt out, and Siren falls over. Now, Siren, on your character sheet, do you have a potion of healing?
Yes, I think I do. Hold on.
'Cause I think everybody had started with a couple.
Yes, I have 2 of them.
Okay. Aethert looks over at Exert and says, "What are you doing?" And he grabs the potion of healing and he just jams it down your throat. And, he gets to you right away. So before you can really succumb, you're going to gain some hit points back. Uh,
That's
4 hit
good.
points. All right.
Thought it's 1d6 plus 1, so it would be 5 hit points.
But he rolled
Uh,
a 3.
yeah, rolled a 3 plus 1. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then let's see who else was hurt. CNA over here was hurt. Um, everybody's not going to let Exard try healing for a while. So Cowis goes over, and he's going to make a check. Oh, that's good. And then we have 1d3. So it'd be just 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Okay, so he gets 3 hit points back. All right. So, are you healed all the way up, Saren, or do you need more?
No, I'm 1 hit point away from full.
Okay. Exard is going to step away. The others will ask if you want any of them to try to help, or if you're good.
Let's just. I'm good for right now.
Okay.
Maybe after
All
we
right.
cleared out the place, we can heal up.
Okay. All right. Because in this edition, natural healing happens at the rate of 1 hit point per day. So it's this was back when it took a long time to recover from fights. In this particular edition of the game. Yeah. So
Looking at the chest, is it now like covered in debris, or is it still accessible?
no, now it's accessible. And yeah, looking at it, there's a hasp on it, but there's not a lock on the hasp.
I guess I'll open it up.
Okay. You open it up, and inside the chest, you see a shield. And this shield, it looks fancy. Looks very nice, in fact. You notice that there's also some armor in there, and it looks like there's some coins in there. And the armor and the coins are kind of covered with some dust, and they have kind of a little bit of tarnish showing age. This shield looks like it was just brand new made. Um, and, you know, clearly it looks like this chest has been here for a while. And so the shield has probably been here a while, but it's kind of unusual that this shield looks so shiny compared to all of the other stuff that's in here. And so then, in addition to that, we have a set of armor, and the armor is, oh gosh, yeah, the armor is a suit of scale mail. There is a light crossbow, and there is a case which is kind of like a quiver for crossbow bolts, and that has 24 crossbow bolts in it. There's also some copper coins in the bottom, and as you scrape those up, um, looks like there's 33 copper coins. So I'm going to just go to the party treasure over here, and then let's see. Edit this, and then session 8. Area 17. Chest. 33 copper pieces. Suit of scale mail. Or no, let's just say scale mail. Then we have shiny shield. And then what was the light crossbow. Crossbow bolts. Okay. So that is now on the party treasure list. So what do you guys want to do with this find?
I'll grab the shield and kind of admire it for a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, it's really quite fancy. You look at it, and as an elf, you recognize that the craftsmanship of the shield, the way it's shaped, is kind of reminiscent of an elvish shield. It is, fully functional and comfortable to wear, but it kind of evokes sort of a natural, like kind of a leaf shape to it. And there's kind of an abstract design as opposed to like uh, a noble, um, a noble device or something like that. It's kind of an abstract design on the front, and it looks a little bit woodsy, uh, like someone who might be out in the woods a lot. But it's very, very shiny, um, and it feels extremely strong, but it's kind of nice and light. Uh,
Interesting.
Devlin,
I guess.
it looks good on you, Siren. Go with that. It looks very good. Very.
Well, I might have to. Do any of you have an extra spear or a one-handed sword? Can't exactly wield this and my great sword at the same time.
I think we have a spear in our party image.
yeah, let's see. And yeah, there's what do we have here? Yeah, there's a spear and a hand axe and a regular sword and a short sword um, that are there, and I don't see whether we've disposed of those yet or not. So I don't think any of those have been claimed by anyone.
All right, I guess
So,
I'll strap my great sword on my back, all inconvenient,
okay.
like, and then grab wherever the spear is. I'll grab that and use that.
Okay. So, um, as you as you pick up this shield and you put it on your arm, you get a sense that this actually is going to protect you a little bit better than a normal shield.
Hmm.
So if we go to your character sheet, we go to the journal and we go to your character sheet here, Siren. Under the combat, um, we are we can say that you have a um, okay, so shield. Let me just make sure that this works right. Yep. Well, the shield is actually -1 by itself, and then this one. Now I think this goes this way. Yes. Okay. The shield actually gives you a magic bonus. Okay, hang on. So your armor class normally is 3. Is that correct? Because of your dex.
Yeah, my armor is 3 plus my dex. It would be 2.
Okay, plus your dex, it would be 2, and then because you have a shield, that would normally be 1, but because it's a magic shield +1, it actually gives you an extra bonus. So it brings your total armor class now down to 0.
Nice.
So it makes you very hard to hit. But yes, so you now have your spear and yep, everything in your character sheet updated. So that's great. So now you will have to probably discuss with your party members at some point when you guys get back to town um, if you're going to continue using that spear or that magic shield on an ongoing basis. Um, what you want to do about splitting up any additional monetary treasure because that shield's probably pretty valuable. Um, you can get it appraised when you get back to town if you want to, and we'll figure out what it's worth.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay, and the lizard ran away, so uh,
What about
nothing.
his scale mail? Does Siren have armor as good as scale mail that he's
I'm wearing plate mail. It's, I think, much better than scale mail.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, he's got better than scale. That um, now as a thief, you're limited to
Studded leather would be the best for me.
yeah, and then just let me see what does okay. Um, scale might be an upgrade for Frodo. We'll have to double check with him when he gets back because he can wear heavier armor, but right now um, he's got banded armor, which um, only takes him to armor class 6. I think scale is going to be a little bit better than that. Let me double check in this edition what scale mail gives you. Um, oh, no? Okay. All right. Yeah, it'd be about the same actually. It'd actually be heavier and not really give him much more armor class than his current armor.
What about
According
maybe
to
one of our, whichever our best before we have a vote on which guard has done the best so
Oh, well, let's see. Those guys all have an armor class of. Those guys all have an armor class of 6, and they don't have a dex bonus. So if they put the scale mail on, that would give them an armor class of 6 as well. So they're. But, if you want to, at the end of when you're divvying up all the treasure, if you want to give one of them the scale, they could probably sell it or something. Um,
Nah, they'll
so
get
yeah.
their cut if they live.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that pretty much takes care of this room. You search around the rest of the room, and there really is nothing but the rubble you guys saw in here before when you did a quick cursory examination of it. Um, Obviously, this area over here, this wall is going to have to be repaired, um, so that before you guys can uh, take full ownership and habitation of the place. Um, and then there was over at the other end of the complex, where Siren had originally been, there was another chest to look at. Um, so you guys want to head over that way?
Yeah, I'll start heading that way.
Okay. All right. The rest of the men at arms will also come over here and head into the room. And this chest is right over here. Whoops. Is right over in this area here. And you can see that there's a very um, crudely made and ill-fitting um, door that's probably supposed to look like part of the wall, but it's sitting like right next to this little chest here. Clearly, that's not a part of a wall. Um, you get the impression that maybe they might have had a better fitting or a better constructed secret door in there at one point in time, but now um, it's pretty much just uh, looks like probably the bandits busted down the one that was there, and because they probably couldn't figure out how it operated, and then they put up a um, crude replacement. But you guys want to check this chest? There's nothing laying. There's no debris laying on top of it.
Did you get the note that Tony just?
Oh, whoops. No, let me double check that.
He said he can rejoin.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I missed
Hey.
that.
Ah, there we go. Sure. All right. So go ahead and join us again, Tony, if you're. I saw him on the. He typed something into the Discord, so I responded to him there. Let me.
He private messaged me. I'm not sure why, but I'll
Okay.
message.
Yeah. Okay. I think he's on the other. Hang on a second. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah.
He was on the. Actually, can I?
I sent him a reply. It says, looking for you on Discord to join.
Okay. I. There we go. All right, there you go, Tony. Okay, you're on the wrong voice channel, so I just
Okay. I'll
moved
be
you
right
down.
back. I thought I couldn't join in. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
welcome
going
back.
back. I'm going to go back to my office then. She's okay. I just had to help her out a little bit. She calmed down.
Okay, well.
I'm sorry, I've had a bad morning.
All right, I'm gonna grab your token and get it back on the regular layer. Okay, you, and I'll move you over to where the rest of the guys are.
Okay.
Okay, so.
Computer.
Yeah, we all gained 5 levels while you were gone. Sorry about that.
No, but they did find something exciting. They found the first magic item of the campaign. After they defeated the lizard, the chest that they were looking at, they opened that up, and it turns out there was a set of armor in there, crossbow, some bolts, a few coins, and there was a really nice shield. And when Siren started looking at it, he realized it's a magic shield. So now Siren is sporting a magic shield. And they went down to the other end of the complex to look at the other chest.
So, kind of sizing up Frodo for that that scale mail that we found. See if it looks better than what he.
Yeah, Frodo, I was looking at your character sheet to see whether that scale mail would be good for you. And what I'm seeing now is I'm seeing that you currently have a
There's
base armor class of 6.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a shield, which would take it to 5, and I believe your dex takes it down to 4. So you currently have an armor class of 4, and the scale mail is a little heavier than what you have, but it also would give you a base armor class of 6. So it would not improve your armor class, it would just be heavier and kind of a metal armor instead of the banded leather that you're wearing.
So should I probably just stay the same then, right?
Yeah, it's really up to you.
I'll stay the same. Hey, what happened with the lizard? I guess they defeated it?
Yeah, they beat the lizard.
Okay.
Actually,
on the other hand, if we're ever sailing and we need a good anchor, you would
That's true. You throw me overboard.
make a better anchor, an improvised anchor. Devlin's always looking at the big picture.
Yeah, he's always trying to be creative. Looking for the creative opportunities. Okay. So this particular chest, Devlin, you notice that this one has a intact lock plate on it with a keyhole.
Have we found a key? I know we found one, but I think it went to another lock.
Yeah, I believe that one went to a different lock. So
Can I check this one to see if it's maybe trapped in somewhere?
you sure can. Let me take a look at your class skills here. You have a 10%, so let me roll that here in the spirit of first edition. Yeah, you don't notice any traps. On it. Now, would you like to try to pick the lock?
I think first I will try to use that key
Okay.
to see if maybe it's like a master key.
Okay. So you fish that key out, and as you bring the key over, clearly this key is way too large to fit into this lock. So that's not going to work.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and try to pick the lock or open the lock. I guess it is what it says.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? It's on your character sheet. Let's just roll it right from your character
This was
sheet.
the chest behind the giant lizard.
No, this is the chest on the other end. Let me recenter you if you're still looking at that room. They're back down on the other end of the chamber.
Oh, I got you. Yep.
Okay. And I already moved your character down there too. So you have a 15% chance, and you put the lock picks in the lock and you wiggle them around, and you hear a nice little satisfying click, and you turn your best winning smile to Siren and Frodo and the lads, and you say, "It's open," because you successfully picked the lock.
Nice.
Yes. So, Devlin, would you like to do the honors? Open and see what you found.
He's nervously opening it and ducking as he does.
Okay. Well, as he opens the
Let's see, going down his list of traps, he's ducking and holding his breath for a moment, closing his eyes.
Okay. Well, there is some glitter in here and some bling. As you open it, you see it is mounded with coins. You can also see the edges of a couple of gems poking out of there. You can see what looks like a couple of links of a thick gold chain. There's some cloth, and there's who knows what else might be underneath all those coins. But there's some silver coins and some gold coins, even some electrum, and you notice a platinum coin, but the overwhelming number of coins is all copper, of course, because these are bandits. They're not particularly wealthy people. But
Carefully removing the coins one at a time, and
Oh man, we'll be here forever.
instead of just, well, better safe than sorry, but removing one piece at a time to not just stick his hand down in there reaching for the bottom of it.
okay,
It's, the better part of valor, I guess.
okay. Well, um, hand waving the time that it takes to do that a little bit, you count out 2,000 copper
Oh
coins,
my
2,000 copper
goodness.
pieces.
I'll be honest. If like halfway through this, I'd just tip over the chest and spill out the coins. It took so long.
There's
Yeah, if you guys
140.
want to take a nap while
Yeah, I might just shove you over and dump out the whole thing on the floor. Probably like 100.
Okay.
Devlin would be the type to pay special attention, looking for rings and jewelry type of items, maybe a shiny little dagger.
Okay. Devlin, I'm going to give you an opportunity here. As you see Siren starting to get more and more impatient, are you going to do anything to try to figure out what's in here without just like jamming your hand down to the bottom and figuring and fishing around? Are you going to try to maybe speed this up a little bit somehow without just upending it and dumping? Because, you know, it's who knows what else might be in there. There might be something fragile in there. And if you just dump it out on the stone floor, something could get broken.
How big of a chest is it? Is it?
It's a pretty good sized chest. It's maybe um it's maybe like 4 feet
Wow.
long and 2 feet high and maybe no, like 18 inches high with kind of a barrel top and about 2 feet from the front to the back. And so yeah, it's a pretty, it's like a nice big sea chest type of thing.
So as Sharon comes over to start to grab it and dump it out, Devin goes, "Oh, look out! Look out!" And as everybody ducks and everything, he's like, "Oh, I think it could be trapped. Watch out! Very carefully, I'm going to remove these, and and if there are any traps I find along the way, I'll be disarming those. But it's very crucial we don't make any sudden moves with this. So you have to be patient, and then we have a good amount of treasure here."
I think you're putting too much stock into these simple bandits. Let's just upend it and be done with it.
Okay, well
Too bad he doesn't have his own little dart trap up his sleeve.
the men at arms will offer to help you pull the coins out and count them up if that'll speed up
Sure, he
everything.
instructs them, one at
Okay.
a time, and
All right.
stack them up and count them, whatever.
Then the total in coins that you get. And I'm going to go ahead and put this into the Discord, and then I'll put it over on the treasure sheet. You get 2,000 copper, 142 silver, 74 gold, 118 electrum, and 10 platinum pieces. In addition to that, you also find 2 agates, gemstones, 50. They'll be appraised at 50 gold each. A nice thick gold chain that will be appraised at 200 gold pieces, and 2 bolts of fine cloth. The color in here is a little bit uncertain. So that means when you get it out into the light, it'll be whatever color you guys prefer. Um, they can both be the same color or 2 different colors, whatever. But they're worth 60 gold each. Then, as you do realize that it would be a little bit important that you're kind of careful with it, because there's whoops, sorry, I did not mean to do that. I meant to grab this instead. Okay. There's a crystal flagon and 4 crystal goblets. That set is worth 80 gold pieces. There is an inlaid wooden box with ivory handles, similar to another one that you found in another room. That one is worth 45 gold pieces. And there are 4 arrows that are really shiny looking arrows. Kind of like that shield was a shiny looking shield. And so there's the total haul out of that.
Wow.
The total haul out of that chest, and I'm just gonna go and put it into the party treasure sheet. So do this, and this is from let's see, from area. Where are we here? I think this is area 7. Yes, area 7. Chest. Boom. All right. All right. Good. So, you guys have a pretty nice little treasure haul from this first floor. Now, I realize that in the way I had done the fog of war last time, there was a little slight place that we all missed, but there's nothing really terribly substantial about it. As you come back out into the hall, out of this room, and you guys look around, find nothing else here. When you look through the secret door and go beyond it, there's a stairway that looks like it goes down, but then it gets choked in rubble, and there's nothing down below that. Or at least there's not a way down there that's passable now.
So would it just all rocks like down? Like
Yeah, it's kind of like you had heard that there's a basement to this place, and seeing stairs down means that there probably is. And you guys may recall that over in one of the pantry areas back over here by back over here in this part of the map, you had seen the head of some stairs right here going down into the darkness. So you know there's another way down there. But then also out in this area, as you go south, you now notice over here something that you didn't see last week because the DM forgot to show it to you. There's a wide set of stairs going up towards what used to be the second level which you guys could tell from looking at the outside, the entire upper level of this place has just collapsed, and there's nothing up there. It looks like when this was built, the outer walls were built up um, stone all the way to the top, but inside the first level, the walls were built with stone, and then the second level, all of the interior walls and everything were built of wood, and all of that wooden structure up on the second floor has collapsed and rotted away. So um, if you want a second story, it will have to be rebuilt, and you guys can decide whether you want to rebuild it out of wood or out of stone to make it a little more sturdy um, when you get to that opportunity. And then I'll also go ahead for the benefit of everyone and reveal these stairs going down um, right over back in this area, so that now you can see the stairs heading down into the cellar. So at this point, um, you guys left town mid morning, got out here early afternoon. You've probably bumped around for an hour or two searching around this place. It's getting mid afternoon, late afternoon. So your choices are either do you want to um, take everything you found today, go back to town, try to process it, and come back tomorrow and search the basement, or do you want to head to the basement right now um, and see what needs to be taken care of there?
Mm, I'll, if you just want to stay, I'll stay. It's up to you.
Devlin is for pressing on
I'd like
instead
to
of
press on as
going
well.
back and forth and back and
How
forth.
far back is the town again? How long did it take us to get out there again? A few hours?
Yeah, with the horses, it took you a couple hours. Now you got all this treasure here and everything, so you're gonna have to split that up in sacks and things like that, and um, people will have to carry it on horses. You guys were able to borrow 3 horses um, from Elmo's family, and then the men at arms, because they are residents of the town, they have their own horses that they rode, but they're all riding horses. None of them are draft horses, and there's not like a cart or anything. So, but if you split up the booty, there's enough horses to take everything back in one trip with what you found so far.
And that's
Now,
the
if
only
you
set of
find
stairs we found
significantly
going
more
down, right?
stuff, pardon?
That's the only set of stairs we found right now that generally leads down.
That's the only set of stairs you have found that are not obviously um, blocked and choked off.
How many henchmen do we have again? Like the
You have
hirelings?
5 with you.
I asked a question to the party, to Devlin and what's his other name?
Siren.
Siren. Should we leave one of the hirelings on the top floor by the stairs just in case something does follow us down or we don't know it, and he can alarm us? Would that be smart? Or should we take everybody down with us? Or leave somebody up here as a lookout.
What would be the reason of that? No.
Meaning, say if there's, say if something comes in that we don't know about, maybe we would leave somebody by the top of the stairs, 1 or 2 people, just so that if something comes in here that
Well,
we don't
I
know
wouldn't.
about,
I wouldn't want to leave them alone, so I'd leave 2 people up here.
yeah,
But
we could leave 2 if you want. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, do you think that'd be a fair thing to do, just in case?
I'd personally say everyone goes downstairs, but
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
what I
because I mean, it's more about preserving our life, and so if they're with us, they would do that. I mean, let's just put a sign up that says private property, and I'm sure, yeah, trespassers will be killed on sight by roving bandit hordes. Uh, this is your last warning.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'm gonna start heading
Yeah,
downstairs.
so I guess we'll go down.
Unless we can coax that lizard to come back in here and play guard dog. Maybe if we make friends with the lizard.
That would be it.
That
Well,
I want a pet lizard. That was kind of cool.
when I reach level 16, we can do that.
Okay. All right. I am gonna go ahead and grab your characters and copy them. I'm going to take them over here. I'm gonna put them here. Now, what's the order? Because this staircase is wide enough for just one person to go at a time. So, who wants to be in the lead?
I'll go first. Spear and shield in hand. Going for
Okay. Who's gonna be behind Siren?
Devlin will go behind him as long as he's not first. He can check
Okay.
near the front to check for traps if necessary.
Okay. Frodo is behind him, and then all of the men at arms will come later. Okay. So the let me show some of this before I reorient the map so that you guys can see something. Otherwise, it'll be total darkness, which should be no fun.
Okay.
And
I guess we're heading down.
yeah, you guys are heading down, and then I'll down here at the bottom will just show a little bit of the wider
It's
area.
probably just
here.
a big room of solid gold that's filled with solid gold coins or something like that. Nothing scary.
Yeah,
So which we know it's only two
I'm
levels, right?
absolutely positive that's exactly what you will find, Devlin. Okay. Saren, as you head down the stairs, I probably need to reorient and focus the map. Oh, no, okay. Can you see anything, or does it look like total big?
I mean, I see like in front of me a tiny bit.
Oh, wow.
We
Yep.
can all see. It's work.
Okay. So, as you come down the stairs, let me take a look at your. Okay, class skills. Ah. Okay. Roll me a d6, if you will.
Well, that's either good or really bad.
Okay. Well, as you are walking down the stairs, you everything looks fine in front of you as you're headed down. What as you get towards the bottom, what are you doing?
I'm just looking around, seeing if I see anything.
Okay. You look around and you don't see anything, and then I need to make a roll. is. Oh, okay. All right. I would like you to roll me a. We get to use first edition saving throws now.
Oh, good. Which one is it? Poison, paralysis, magic wand,
Fireball.
death ray.
Do we
Make
Right.
see anything or no?
well, you're about to make
Okay.
make a paralysis save, please.
Good.
We do that right from the saving throw table, right, with that dice?
Oh, dang.
Oh
Usually one's really good. No.
no. Okay. Devlin and Frodo. And wait, where did I put that? Did I put that on the map? Level? Gosh.
I think I rolled a 10. I didn't get it.
Oh, we all got we
Okay.
all roll it, or did
No,
the
no, it's
first-
just Siren. Okay.
Oh, I rolled a 2. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. Oh, duh.
Is he in front
Because-
of us here?
Yeah, I'm in
Yeah.
front.
Oh,
Okay.
that's- We should have put one of the henchmen in front.
Oh my
All right.
goodness. What is that?
Okay.
I think I got enough for
As you all are looking, an
Yeah.
enormous patch of something green and ooze like detaches itself from the ceiling and falls right on top of Siren. And Siren, it hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts badly.
Yeah.
And you guys see that your companion is now has had a green ooze or a green slime fall on him, and a green slime is well, tell me what
Uh-huh.
tell me
How I die? What are we going with here?
no I'm trying to figure out with I guess everybody give me intelligence checks. That's what I'm looking for.
All right, well, I'm being dissolved. I am able to make sense of the
Rats, I
situation.
rolled a
apparently.
17. God damn it, I couldn't roll 15 or under.
Okay. Devlin, you can roll me a intelligence check as well.
Oh, man,
okay.
you gotta like me.
Yeah. Siren is able to call out, "Oh no!" and
Great.
he knows that the green slime cannot be harmed by any attacks except fire and cold.
Oh, jeez.
It dissolves cloth or leather instantly, and wood and metal, it takes a little bit more time to dissolve, but it cannot dissolve stone. Once in contact with flesh, it sticks and begins turning the flesh into green slime. It can't be scraped off, but it can be burned off. And the okay. And right now, it's just painful, but at this point, it is not yet doing any actual hit point damage to you. There's basically like an onset time for this,
I'm
according to
guessing
the
being
rules.
covered in plate mail is holding it
Now
back.
he's
at the moment.
totally engulfed. Is it like
It's basically it's landed on him and it's kind of oozing down his armor, and he's like, burn it off, burn it off, burn it off.
Can I light a torch already? Yeah, I should have a backpack, right? With
We
flint?
are going to go ahead and start initiative,
Gotcha.
and we are going to give. I'm gonna. Whoops.
Oops.
I'm going to clear off the initiative, and then I'm gonna go grab the. Okay, so Saren, we'll just go ahead and let you. Oh, use your 4 that you had. So. And, oh,
Oops.
okay. I'll fix it for 14. Okay. Tony, you have a 4 as well. Whoops. Okay, Devlin, you have a 516. Siren, I think I did that wrong. I think I gave you the wrong score there. Nope, I did. Okay. And then I will grab the men at arms from the other map, move them over, and we will have ourselves a little combat here. And Siren, as you look around, you also notice that there's another one of these green slimes up on the ceiling next to his buddy. So there's actually 2 of them sitting up there waiting to pounce on unsuspecting adventurers. So I will put these guys here at the top of the stairs, and then they will begin to filter down as they can. So, this green. Oh, let me go to GM layer. I'll just put him on the token layer. This second guy is still up on the ceiling. He hasn't fallen down yet. But I'm just putting him there so everybody can see that he's there. And I'm going to add these guys, give them turns, and then I'm going to give these guys all turns. The green slimes automatically, because they are slimes, they automatically will go last. So they get that's one good thing about them. And then so our 5 guys. Okay, 4, 4, 6, 1, 1. Right, so
how wide is the staircase? Do we all like only one in front of each
yeah,
other?
only one person at a time can get there, but you guys can do like a fireman type of thing if you want to.
We got to get that slime off of him, though. That's what I'm thinking. I wonder we should get the hell out of here.
So
Yeah.
I'm looking at the turn order, and I think that it's my go.
No, I just hadn't put it into order yet. Now, to be sure, Exard is in the back, and he just comes running up, and he's just right at the top of the stairs, right behind Frodo. So he can't do anything. He looks down there kind of horrified. He goes, "Ah!" and he hears Siren
Fire! I need
calling out,
fire! Fire!
"Fire! Fire!" So he starts scrambling around to dig out a torch. But now, Devlin, it is your turn, and you're hearing this call for fire. So what would you like to do?
So I grab my potion of healing / cure poison that also cures paralysis
Wow.
and gives a good dose to Siren in front of me. And while he's healing up, I grab him and try to pull him up the stairs the way we came as fast as possible.
Okay. As you go to pull out the potion, Siren looks at you, holds up a hand, and says, "That's not going to help now." And if he sees you try to reach out, he um, he kind of uses his not the point of his spear, but the shaft of his spear to sort of push your arms away and says, "Don't touch me. If you touch it, it will get on you too. I need fire. I need fire. I need fire. Get out a torch. Get out oil. Do something." So clearly, clearly, grabbing him is not something that he wants to do, and he seems to know something about these creatures. So, given that, what would you like to do instead of the potion?
I toss him a torch
A lit
and
one?
I run.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
And I run
Okay.
up the.
He holds out a torch. Siren, you can grab it,
I'll grab
and
it.
you now have a lit torch. And Devlin pushes back through the. Yeah, I'll just. It's gonna be dark where you are, Devlin, but I'm just gonna move your token up here, and then we'll bring
All
you
right.
back when it's time. Frodo, you are
Okay.
up.
Okay. So I'm guessing I'm right, kind of where in front of Devlin.
You're now on the stairs right where you see yourself. There's now
Yeah.
empty space between you and Siren at
He
the
has
bottom.
the torch, Siren, right?
Siren
I
has
can
the
see that.
torch.
So is he about 5 feet in front of me?
He's actually 10 feet in front of you.
Okay. Is it possible? Do
Actually,
I
he's
have
15 feet in
15?
front of
Okay.
you.
Do I, since he has the torch, do I have like any oil that I can throw on his body, like a pop, like a, or
Yeah, this is gonna
something?
hurt.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna
Well,
douse him
the
a little
good
bit if he
thing
wants to
the
light
good
it.
thing is he's coated with slime. So if there's oil, um,
It'll be on the slime then.
it will be on the slime. Now, in terms of let's take a look at your character sheet for your inventory. See what you
Yeah.
have.
So let's see. Do
You
I
do
have that?
have two flasks of oil, so you
Yes.
can
I'm gonna
take
try
a
that.
flask of oil
Well,
and
do I have to,
toss it.
since I'm 15 feet, I guess, do I have to, can I move 5 and spray it, or am I have to get closer? How close do I have to get? 5 feet before
Um,
him?
well, do this. It's kind of an improvised weapon. If you get 5 feet closer, these are the thing on him is a large creature, so it's pretty easy to hit. In fact,
Okay.
let me see what is its armor class. Its
So can
armor
I go
class.
in essence 10 feet up, be 5 feet away, take the flask of oil, douse him, like sprinkle it, and then step back another 5 feet?
Um, yeah, you could actually. This is kind of a little clay flask. So if you wanted to, you could even just kind of throw it at him and see if it will shatter and the oil will spread on the.
Also, it's kind of, it's fragile. So if I really wing it good, it's a good chance. Or
Yep, yep.
okay, I'm gonna do
So
that
what
then. I'm gonna move.
what I
I'm gonna get a little closer though. I want to get a little
okay.
closer, 5 feet closer. I'm gonna take one of the flasks, which I just took out of my inventory, down to one, and I'm gonna wing it at him to smash it against the slime. And I'm
Okay.
telling them what I'm doing. So I said, I'm dousing you so you can light that guy up.
Okay. And then go ahead and just make a d20 attack, or just roll a d20 and let's see
That would
what
just
you
be,
hit.
I can roll on the big side, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Okay. Well, that sort of hits the legs of Siren's plate mail, and now his legs and feet are sort of covered in oil. Now, Siren,
Okay.
fortunately, you're holding the torch in your hand, so it doesn't that oil doesn't immediately catch on fire, but it didn't really seem to help because it kind of missed the thing. Now you are up next. You can just directly try to apply the torch to the slime and start trying to burn it off if you want to.
Yeah, I'll try to conflagrate myself. See if that works.
Okay, so just um, make like a normal, just make a d20 roll and see what you get.
Yay.
Ah, okay. Uh, all right. Let's say, okay. You don't quite hit its armor class. Um, and you're kind of wildly waving the torch around. The torch doesn't go out, but you aren't quite making good contact with it, so it hasn't taken any damage from that. Next person up is Gowis, and he has been hearing all of this stuff. He has um, his bow out. Um, he's handed one of his fellow guys an uh, a flask of oil, and he has wrapped a little bit of cloth around the tip of his arrow, and he says, and one, the first guy was getting his torch out and getting that lit. So he says, okay, soak the rag and then light the arrow. And he steps just past you, Frodo, and he says, Saren, I'm going to shoot it with a flaming arrow, and, gives you a warning. And then he is going to make an attack roll and see what he can hit. And it sails across over your head and into the darkness, and it goes out, and then he's gonna back out of the way. But then he tells the other guys, he says, all right, light up torch or light up arrows, try to shoot it, it needs to burn. And so Walter will move ahead, and he will take a shot. Ah, that's a hit.
Nice.
Okay. So that's going to deal 1d4. It's going to deal 1d4 initial fire damage and then ongoing fire damage for the next couple of rounds. So that hurts it. And Aethert. Oh, he gets out of the way. Aethert steps up. He'll take a shot. Oh, that's a hit. And more fire damage. Okay. So -3. And then he backs out of the way. And then it's this guy's turn. And he will run up and he will shoot. Oh, he hits. And 4 points of damage. Okay, so. All right. You guys can see that most of this. Whoops, what did I do? Okay. Okay, so -3, and then -4. Okay, now that's better. I was taking the hit points off the wrong people. Okay, so Siren,
Yes.
this slime, it's stinging, and you don't feel any physical damage taking place yet, but you do hear the uh, the sound of your armor kind of almost sounding like it's boiling away as this thing is starting to eat through the outer layers of the metal on your armor. You look up, and like I said, there's still one of the slimes on the ceiling that has not fallen. But it's kind of quivering up there above you. And the other one, let's see, is it going to do anything this round? Let's see. Nope, it stays up there on the ceiling. Okay, Exard. Oh, this guy gets back out of the way. Exard is up. He will move up, and he will try to shoot the one that's on Siren. And let's see what happens. And he misses. It sails over Siren's head and goes into the darkness. And he backs out of the way. Devlin, you are up. If you want to, I'll move you back on the stairs so you can do something. Otherwise, do you feel like there's anything you can do in this situation? Do you have any fire?
Crossbow bolt that's been lit on fire.
Okay, Roy, you're really, really quiet. So
Said he could fire a crossbow bolt at the slime. It's all.
okay, put something burning on the end of it and shoot it.
Sure.
Okay, all right. So there you are. Go ahead and take a shot with your crossbow. Oh, okay. Well, you're trying hard to miss Siren, and you overcompensate for the weight of the rag, and it goes sailing over Siren's head into the darkness, and the flames go out as it flies through the air. So then you'll go back and clear the stairs for somebody else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Frodo, you are up. You've been seeing
Okay.
what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, I'm going to take that last flask of oil because he's still on his armor. I can see it's disintegrating into the armor. You say?
Yeah, you can also see that it's burning away, and actually the slime is still on fire, and it's burning away because now it has several arrows sticking into it that are flaming, and it's burning. So you can either wait to see if the fire that's on it will burn it out, or if you think you need to help it burn down, you can.
I'm gonna walk up instead of throwing it this time, since it's attached to him. I'm gonna just open it, get close to him, and just pour it on it, and then step back if I could.
Okay. All right.
A whole
So
flask.
whole flask. All right. With that whole flask of oil, that will do actually up to 6 points of damage to this creature. So go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
Okay.
1. Okay.
Oh God.
You're
Lord.
you're you're being extremely careful of your teammate, and you are now you're trying to keep from burning him. Um, and as such, you don't really get a lot of it. Siren, you can feel that. Oh, and do you want to step back, Frodo?
Yeah, I'm gonna step back. Yes.
Okay. Um, Siren, you see that or you can sense that a lot of this creature has burned away from the fire. Do you want to try to still jam it with your torch, or?
Yeah, I'll keep trying to burn it with my torch.
Okay, just make a d20 roll.
Oh, that's better.
Okay, that's it. And you're putting fire directly on it, so go ahead and roll a d6 for me. 4. Okay. Well, that does it. That dissolves the rest of this green slime away. The other one is still clinging to the ceiling, so you are clear. Are you gonna retreat back up the
Yeah,
stairs,
I'm
or?
backing up. Oh, up until Exard. Darn Exard getting me killed again.
Okay, all right. So yeah, and now, do you want to tell them that there's another one?
Oh yeah, hey guys, there's a second slime up on the ceiling. You might want to watch out for it. I do not recommend getting it on you.
Yeah, and everybody can see um, when Siren backs away, you can see that his plate mail armor is kind of pitted and damaged where this slime was on it. Clearly, it was starting to eat through the armor. So you know that if it can eat through armor, it's got to be able to do a number on, um, you know, probably wood, and Siren will tell you it'll eat through anything except
That was
stone,
close.
and then it will turn flesh into more green slime.
Oh,
So
was that
yeah.
that's tough to beat? I mean, he could have been gone quick, right, Gail? Or no?
Yeah, now in this edition, there's actually an incubation period. You roll a d6, and it's that many rounds before it starts to affect flesh. But then in 1d4 rounds, it will consume a person and turn a person completely into green slime.
Oh my
Once
God.
it's so it basically it it essentially does hit point damage, but instead of actually killing them, it turns them into another green slime creature, uh, which then becomes something for the rest of the party to have to deal with.
So is my armor like damaged? Is my
Oh, that's
AC
right.
higher now?
Then we have a party member that's a green slime, right?
Well, then you have a party member that tries to slide onto you and turn you into a green slime.
I'm okay with that.
I think I prefer the former.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. So your question, Siren, is your armor damaged? Mechanically, at this point, no. It was only on there for 1 round, and when I rolled a 6, it came up with 6. So it was going to take 6 rounds to fully damage your armor and get to your skin and start eating through your skin. And so the basically, if you buff out the armor, maybe take it to an armor and have them hammer out some of it, it'll be fine. And it just looks kind of rough now, but it doesn't affect your armor class. If it had been on there for like 2 or 3 rounds, then yeah, it probably would have started to affect the armor class.
All right.
But at this point, you guys got it all off and within the first round or two. I don't think it's going to hurt anything. And we are at 10 minutes till 2, so I think that's a good point to go ahead and take our little break. Or it's 1:51, so let's go ahead and come back at 2 o'clock my time. 9 minutes. I'm going to put on the hold music, so just don't leave a mic open. Otherwise,
Gotcha.
you might get a weird echo. All right. All right. So we are back to the deep delve dungeon level of the castle, and you guys have discovered that, at least in one spot, you've got some green slime to deal with. And Siren has informed you that there's a second green slime up there. And with what he knows about them, between him and um, well, let's just say this. Siren, what's your plan? How would you like to deal with the other one?
Let's see. I don't know. I think I'll. Man, this is a bad plan, but I think I'm going to go be the sacrificial lamb, go underneath, try to get it to drop, and everyone lights it up with fire.
Everyone
Uh,
says he wants to speak his mind before you do that.
oh,
And
okay. Go ahead, Devlin.
observing how slowly they seem to be moving, Devlin suggests that we just keep firing flaming arrows at it, and if it tries to close distance with us, I think that it's going to have a near impossible time to try to catch us. But if he backs off, then we can just keep pushing in towards it. So no matter which way, we have the mobility that the slime does not.
Okay. After listening to all that, Aethert, who's kind of um, the other the other men at arms, have been kind of looking at Aethert as sort of their captain, or their first among equals, if you will. Uh, he says, or kind of maybe platoon leader is a better way of saying it. He says, "Well, gentlemen, I have a better idea. If we just light up some torches, we know it burns, and the ceiling is not that high. It's maybe 7 8 feet high. We can just stand back with some torches and hold the torches up and just sort of burn it away, and make sure there's no more of them up there. And Siren, there'd be no need for you to get down in front of it and have it fall on you again. Um, but would that be okay with everyone?"
All right, that's fine with me.
Okay. So he says to Walter, um, Walter, will you come up behind me? He says, Siren, can I get down there on the stairs? I'll swap places with you. And
Sure.
so he comes up here, and he'll let you back up here. And I know I have some of this stuff blocked off, but that's because of the weird way they've made this map. So sorry for you guys that are sitting in the dark for right now. So it takes them a couple of rounds, and eventually that thing falls on the floor. But between the two of them, they do burn it away, and it is a dead slime. And then they report something that's a little bit unusual about the space where, um, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Um, a little bit unusual about the space where the slimes were located, and they say, uh, "Gentlemen, you may want to come and take a look at that." And so,
Okay, I'm back. Sorry
all
about
right, no, that's all right. So I'll just go ahead and put you guys down here since the slimes have all been dealt with. And Siren, you looking up at the ceiling where these slimes were, you can tell that there's been like some additional stonework added where it's almost like they've created a little, for lack of a better word, a little pin where this green slime would be um, kind of uh, kept, and you can see evidence that they've probably been feeding, or somebody's been feeding the green slime, um, probably with things like rodent corpses and stuff like that. So it looks like they weren't just at the top of the, or above the base of the stairs because they somehow figured out that would be a good place to be. It's almost like they were placed there for a purpose,
Interesting.
as sort of a trap for anybody that might try to come down these stairs.
All right.
And now that you guys are down down on this level, I'm going to clear out more of this so that you can see um, this area. And I'm going to say since the guys have been down here with torches, you all there's light sources down here that you all can see what's going on. We're going to go this way and then go out over here and then over here, down here, 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 and here. Oops. So on that side, you guys can see that. And over here on this side, you all can see this. Okay, and then they didn't do a very good job of making this because it looks like it's just an empty corridor here, but it's actually the bottom of the stairs is where the slimes are, and the rest of this stuff is all from the top floor. So these two guys aren't really standing on the floor in the bottom; they're standing up on the top floor, heading down. And so these guys will all sort of make their way down the stairs to your position.
All right.
All right. And
I'm gonna hand back the torch to Frodo that he gave me.
okay. And I will give you now that you're down here, I'll give you a description of what you see in this area. There's a few torn stacks, broken barrels, and shattered weapon racks. They show this large place was once a storage, or this large area is once a storage place, an armory when this used to be a working fortress. There's great heaps of worthless rubble and broken containers and furniture along the western wall of the room. And there's also several stout pillars, which are those black spots, stout pillars that you can see. And it looks like beyond the I should just double check what the radius of the light is here. Oh yeah, so there would be dim light out to about here, so I'll go ahead and reveal more.
And I have infravision, so I can see up to 60 feet in the darkness.
Okay. Oops. So you guys can see, I'm going to change the scale on this a little bit. And then I'll move the, oops, it's not, it's not going to cooperate. Let me see if that will work. Oh, I know why it's not going to cooperate, because I'm, there we go. Okay. So, you can see that this hallway extends. There's some doors down here, doors that go down here. There's doors here, and then there's piles of rubble over here, piles of material along this wall. So, what would you guys like to do?
Is the room well lit, Gally? No, it's well lit. Like we have a lot.
People have torches, so you can kind of see. And then, of course, it looks like this passageway here probably continues, but that's at the edge of the torchlight and the edge of what Siren can see with his infravision.
The rubble to the left. What kind of rubble is it? It's just rocks and.
No, it's like broken up furniture, piled up junk, stuff like that, just sort of leaning up against the wall. Give me.
Can I ask
Go
one
ahead.
of the hirelings to maybe search that out to go through it?
Sure.
Can,
Well, go ahead.
just a little sidebar. I'm actually sick today.
Okay.
And, I gotta run to the bathroom. If somebody wants to control my character, I should be back. And
Feel better. My mom wasn't feeling good either. Yeah.
Okay. But you'll be back in a few minutes, Devlin?
Yeah.
Or Roy? Yeah. Okay. We'll just keep an eye on your character for you. Speaking of Devlin, let's see. He does have a couple of things. Okay. No. It's always another another edition that I'm thinking of. And in fact, I may be forgetting that you guys have. Frodo, roll me a d6, if you will.
Gotcha. D6.
Okay. And Siren, you can roll me a d6 as well. I think you actually have a little bit better chance with this.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, okay, not that good. All right, but Walter heads over and he starts moving boxes. He says, "Hey, there's a door over here." And so then a couple of other guys go over and help out, and then they discover that there's not one door, but there's actually two doors. So I'm gonna see if I can't make that a little bit clearer with being. there's actually 2 doors that are there. So there's one. One door is actually here, and one door is actually here. That they are able to find. And both doors appear to have, unlike the other areas that you found around here, these doors have new and well-oiled doors and locks on them.
Oh, they do locks. So there's no rust
Yeah.
on the doors at all or nothing.
Correct. They're stout wooden doors, with yeah, the lock is new and well oiled on each of them. And if you guys want to, you can ask Devlin to try to pick the lock, or he can check that key that he has.
Yeah, let's try to check the key of the lock.
Okay. He moves over to the lock, or he moves over to the door, and indeed, the key that he has fits into. It's the right size, and he tries it, and it fits into the locks of both doors. He says, "Oh, okay. So which one do we want to go into first?" He asks. Have the door to the south or the door to the north?
Okay. Does you wanna have him pick the lock, guys?
Well, he
Or should we
tried.
wait?
He checked the key, and the
Oh.
key will fit in both doors. So now he's asking, do we want to open? Do we first want to open the door on the north, or do we want to open the door on the south?
Can
Start.
he, what do you want to do?
Let's start north.
North?
North.
Okay.
Okay. Well, he fits the lock into the door. He turns it. There's a click, and it opens. And he pushes it open, and it reveals inside what looks to be a storage room. And in this storage room, you all find the following. There are very neatly arranged weapon racks, and in the weapon racks there are 50 spears, 10 glaives, which is a type of polearm, 6 guisarmes, which is another type of polearm, 3 battle axes, 2 large crates. The lids are slightly askew on both of them. You look in one of them, and it's got at least 100 arrows in it. You look in the other crate, there's even more crossbow bolts in that one than there are arrows in the first one. And then there's a rack where there are many black cloaks hanging, all neatly hanging, these black cloaks there. There's got to be at least 50 of them.
And the black cloaks, is there any markings on them or insignia?
Yes. Every one of the black cloaks has that symbol of Bargle on it.
Oh boy. And we never knew what happened to him, right? He's been gone pretty much.
Yeah, he's been gone.
This is enough to equip a small army.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
how many gobs are there?
You quickly count through them. There's a total of 70 black cloaks.
Wow.
Um, yeah, and 69 total weapons. And then if you do a quick inventory of the crates, there's 120 arrows in one crate and 200 crossbow bolts in the other crate.
I don't find any more like there's no flask there or like oil or anything like that.
Nope.
Rats. Okay, so these are the same insignias that we saw before, and there's a lot of them. So this was definitely their hideout.
Yeah.
But you guys knew that already, right?
Well, they when they found the bandits there the day before, they knew that these bandits had been using this area. Clearly, the number of bandits is a whole lot smaller than the number of weapons and armor. So either they were gearing up for something, or this acts as some sort of like a storage depot for people operating in this area.
Hmm. And it's long. Can we tell? Is it long since abandoned, or we can't get the?
Oh no, I mean, it's a freshly oiled lock, a new door, so clearly this is something that's currently being used. It looks like they probably moved all this debris over in front of these doors just in case somebody wasn't paying very close attention. They wouldn't realize that these doors were there.
Mm.
So clearly that was um, that was meant to kind of obscure the fact that this storage stuff was there. So that was behind the north door. Do you guys want to check the south door?
Yeah, let's check the south door.
Okay. And looking in the south door, and once again, he opens that lock. And hey, it's another similar closet, but this one has different types of items in it. Inside here, there are 30 shields. There are 12 suits of leather armor. And there are several barrels of salted meat. And you look in one, and it's got salted pork. You look at another, it has salted beef. You look at another, it has salted mutton. And as you're moving these barrels around to look at it, there are behind those barrels a couple of small kegs. And you pick up the kegs and you look at them and you give it a sniff. And these two kegs are about 5-gallon kegs of brandy.
Whoa.
So somebody was there was apparently they had provisions to feed a good number of people here, as well as arms and armor for quite a few people here as well.
No, that's interesting.
Well, we definitely know there's meat and stuff, and this meat is fresh. They're
Yeah.
definitely coming back. Yeah.
Now, you do have the key. Um, these doors do lock. So you can either try to carry all the stuff with you when you head back, or you can keep it locked up here for now and maybe come back with a wagon or a cart or something later. Or you can take some of it with you now, leave some of it behind. Um, but probably with just the riding horses you have, there's no way you're going to be able to carry all this stuff back with you.
Yeah, let's just lock these doors for now.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I will throw on the session notes all the inventory out of here. Let me just make a note to myself that I need to do that. Okay. Okay. All right. So, what would you guys like to do next?
Let's see. What other doors do we see again?
Okay. There looks like there's a door over here.
Oh, okay.
Then, looking down this corridor, when somebody comes over here and looks down this corridor, you can see a door here, and I guess whenever somebody comes over this way, I'll reveal the rest of that
Okay.
corridor. And
You
see
want
what you
to,
get.
guys? You want to check out the door that's closest to us before we go down the corridor?
Yeah, let's go check. Let's go check it out.
Let's go check it out.
Okay, Siren, as you get about there, you are going to be able to see that down this corridor, with your whoops, with your dark vision. Okay, come on. Oh, I see. Never mind, because I'm being. Yeah. You just see more doors down this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, total of 5 doors, and then this open area on the over here. But you all want to check out this area
Wow.
here. So let me see what we have there.
So did we decide to keep all the arms and armor and food for when we build our own army here? It'll already be here.
Uh, well, there's enough of it that it'll definitely require a wagon or something to take it back. But for right now, they just said, "Oh, let's just close the door and lock it back up."
Yeah,
But yeah,
I like the idea. We gotta, when we have our massive amounts of wealth and this place is all cleaned up, we'll have to hire a small army to defend.
okay,
We got
all
to make sure
right.
there's no gray slimes kicking around in here. We know there's two sitting there still.
Well, they're burned up and destroyed, so those guys are taken care of. Let's see. Um, okay. The when you open up or when you get over here to this door, um, everybody give me a d6 roll as you look at this door. Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh, interesting.
Ah, okay. So he's gonna look around for hidden doors. Let me.
I guess. Although I think I need a 2 on the DD. Hmm.
Okay, you don't notice any secret doors at the moment.
All right.
Um, but yeah, all three of you, as you're examining this door closely, you notice that even though this door looks kind of older, you can see that the hinges are well greased. Looks like it's probably a door that um, probably operates very smoothly. And also, uh, this particular door uh, doesn't have a lock on it.
So when we take over here, we got to remember we need to hire the same maintenance guy. He's really good at taking care of the doors and mechanical.
Okay. So, are we going to open that door?
Yeah, let's open it.
Okay.
Okay.
How about we listen at it first just to see if it sounds like it's inhabited on.
I push the door
Hey.
open.
He just pushes the door open. Okay, that's fine. Uh, and what you see is you see a room that looks like the um, two areas you found, and similarly, it seems to be a storage area. Um, but this storage area is it's a mess of filth and broken junk. Looks completely unremarkable. But you notice that when the door opens, it opens completely silently. You also notice that on another wall of the room, um, right over here, in fact, that looks like there's another door set into the. Oops, I'm going to go ahead and recenter this. Um, there's another door that leads to the east, it looks like.
No,
You
I'll walk
here
up to the
goes
next
for-
door.
I'm gonna go in behind him too.
Okay. So you walk over to this door. Okay. And you just want to open it up.
Yeah, I'll push it open or pull it open.
Okay. Well then, um, let's see what we find when we open the door. When you open this door, it's a oh, whoops. I need to blank and blank. Okay, and then I need to blank. All right. Okay. And finally here. Says, okay. Oops. All right, now I'm ready to. this area. Okay, this is a much larger room, and this room is not completely unoccupied. Um, Sitting over on the far side of the room, um, actually looking like it is whittling something, is a large, ugly creature. A large, ugly humanoid creature. Whoops. And that was not what I intended to do. It's a large, ugly humanoid creature. This creature, um, what's the description on this creature? The Okay, it's a huge, fearsome, human-like creature, around 9 feet tall. It wears animal skins for clothes. It doesn't look um, particularly smart, but it has an enormous pole arm that is sized for a creature like it. And when the door opens, it turns its ugly head and looks in your direction. And it go, "Who you?"
How tall is he?
Bargle sent me. Talking like him.
I'm just staring over his shoulder like he's 9 feet tall.
Yeah, he's big.
Is he holding it?
Bargleson, show sign.
I yell back to one of those. We should have threw some meat at this guy. Sure, trick him maybe. Is he holding any weapons?
Oh yeah.
Go
He
grab
is-
one
yell
of the
back.
clo-
You have to,
Go
you have
grab
the
one of the
key.
cloaks, quick.
Go get
Down
one of the cloaks. Yeah.
one down.
Get a cloak and a piece of
Go
meat
grab
out
the
of
cloak
that
real
barrel.
fast.
Can they do that?
Well, Devlin,
Piece meat. Get 2 pieces of
do
meat
you
and a
do
cloak.
you hear Siren suggesting to run get a cloak?
Don't we have like Bargo cloaks on us or by us or on us or something though?
Oh, if you have one, if you have it in your inventory, you do. Uh, I think that I'm not sure, Frodo, if you have one, but I believe that Siren and Devlin found those the day before when they were here. I don't know if they put them in their inventory or
How
not.
about if we throw this guy some food too? Maybe to show him like this. Here's the cloak. Here's some meat. Maybe he won't kill us. Maybe we get
Yeah.
some information out of him.
Siren, let me see if you have what you have on your inventory here.
Unless this is his food and we're taking it.
I can tell you I don't have it.
Okay. So Devlin, let's see, what do you have?
It doesn't look like I have.
Okay.
I have a town militia disguise, but I can run back and grab it.
Okay.
Matter
So they
of fact, I grabbed 3.
okay.
And I tossed Frodo one and put one on myself and tried.
Well,
to
while you're running
Yeah.
over to the storeroom to grab those, this guy, he puts down what he's working on. He grabs his pole arm and he stands up to his full height. And yeah, Siren, you can see that this guy is easily 9 feet tall. And I'm gonna say make an intelligence check for me.
Okay.
And Frodo, since you're standing there, you can make an intelligence check too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My
And
intelligence is
so it's a
15.
D20, and you just need to roll your intelligence or lower. Actually, on your character sheet, if you click next, okay. Um, for future reference, on your character sheet, if you go to your main page and you click
Mhm.
the little die to the
Oh, let me do that. Yep.
right, yeah, where it
Yeah.
says check, go ahead and do that and see what you get.
Okay. Gotcha. Intelligence. Yep. There we go.
Oh,
Man.
okay. So both of you pass your intelligence check with flying colors. As this thing stands up and starts to move in your direction, you both realize this is an ogre. Um, ogres are
Like onions.
well, they like onions and the fact that they like to eat people. Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Ogres are man eaters, but they are not discriminatory. They will just as happily eat dwarves and halflings and elves and anything else that's sort of like man. Um, they're greedy. They are pretty stupid. And they are oftentimes um, lured or lured or bribed into helping evil humanoids or evil tribes um, based on the promise of being given lots of treasure, lots of food, and lots of drink. And this guy has a pretty sweet lair down here. He's got a large lair. Um, and he takes a couple of steps towards you. He says, "You show symbol or me smash."
Is the room pitch black or is it well lit?
He's got some torches in there, so you can see, and other people that don't have dark vision would be able to see. And of course, this guy's voice carries, and the men at arms, they're Frodo. You can see they're kind of pulling their swords out, and they're looking at you. Their eyes are wide, like, and they're mouthing like, "What the hell is that?"
And here's the question I asked: the door that he's standing in front of, I'm guessing that's over 9 feet tall. Then
Oh yeah, it would be big enough for him to come out of. So it's about an 11-foot
should
tall
we
door.
lure him out? Maybe I tap Sirius in front of us, and maybe we should step back and draw him back out of there. See what he does.
Well,
Let him trail us.
Evelyn,
Ye-
run faster.
What do you think?
So, Siren, do you want to say anything to him to try to stall him while as he's you told him that Bargle sent you, so you want to elaborate on that? Uh-oh. Discord is being Discord. Discord going to Discord. So LC is logging back on. Hey, Doc, as you run over, you quickly um, hand the cloaks out, and I'll say that on your way over, you put yours on. So now that you get over here to this area,
I'm also bringing one of those canisters of the dried meat. And he comes in and says, "Yeah, here's my symbol. And by the way, he's just at the door. He's not coming in." And he also, Margot also sent me to bring you some food. So here.
oh, you bring food. Oh, ah, ha, 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 ha,
Oh God, he's
ha.
getting close. I'm moving back.
Little, little man, good. And he reaches out a big meaty paw, and he just, I mean, you're this barrel of salted meat. It's like you're having to carry it in both hands, and this guy just like basically um, is using his pole arm almost like a walking staff, holds it in one arm, reaches another big meaty arm out, and just lifts it out of your hand, lifts it out of your arms with one hand, and he just presses it to his face, and he, oh, ho, 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 ho. You bring mutton, mutton, me favorite, and he turns back around and he starts to walk back over.
Devlin says, I just want to make sure your accommodations are going well and how the surrounding areas are.
Oh, all good. Check ooze this morning. They're good. Zombies quiet. No problem there. Ah, yeah. Men, men behaving. Me keep them in line. Uh, Noise yesterday. Uh, Lots of horses up there. Bandits quiet since then. Me no know what they do. They don't come down, or else slime would get them. Ha 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 ha.
So Devlin is thinking this place is a little separate from the area up there, and there's some undead around here, and I guess there's some men around here as well. So he just kind of looks at him, tries to act like he knows what he's talking about, and and so those guys behind the door here, and he kind of points over at the door here that they haven't opened right there.
And okay, let me take a quick look here. And he says, he says, mmm, that Lubash pantry. No go there. Not less you Lubash next meal. Ha 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 ha.
And Devlin laughs like he understands the joke.
At least we know.
Well, all right. Is there anything else you need while we're here?
No, no, Lubash, okay for now. Thank you for mutton. It go good with tired dwarf in pantry.
Okay, I say we get out of here.
There's thinking there's a dwarf in the pantry, maybe.
I mean, he's stuffing something somewhere. We didn't even check the other doors, the other area down here.
Yeah. So
You know,
I
I'm
tell
starting
you
to have
what,
second
tell you
thoughts of
what,
how
there,
they.
big guy. We appreciate if you need anything, just let us know, and we'll talk again sometime, and I'll bring some more food for you.
Okay, Lubash like you.
Good
you
friends,
you
good
good
friends.
little
Me and
man.
Lubash, we're like this, you know.
And I'm just like, okay, bless you. I take my cross out, and I'm sticking that back in my pocket and saying,
If anybody gives you any trouble, just come to me, and we'll take care of it.
Okay, will do. And
And Devlin casually strides away.
okay, you're gonna close the door there.
oh yeah,
Let me see. Okay,
nice.
so okay, did no. LC isn't back, so I'll just move him back out of this area too. Are you guys gonna go back out into the main area?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess.
Because the men at arms, they hear all that and they go, Devlin, What was that?
That's just my buddy. But evidently, back in there somewhere, there's like maybe a dwarf in a pantry, and I'm gonna guess that there's gonna be some undead in some of these rooms that we're about to approach. I don't know if anybody's got their holy symbols and their holy water ready, but hopefully we got something like.
Okay. All right. So let me bring Elsie up to speed in the chat here. Uh, the not here. Um, okay. Okay. Yeah, we're getting kind of close to the end of the session. So, all right. Okay, so we will wrap up here. I will get the guys' thoughts on next steps and then close the session. Okay. All right. So, Tony, we know you're probably not going to be here next week.
Probably looks like if I can make it, I will. Because I'm not sure if we're going to go out nearly after, but
Okay.
what we're exactly going to do yet.
Okay.
So I don't know what my Saturday is going to look like.
So, Tony and Roy, uh, what would Frodo and Devlin be thinking that they would want to do about this ogre? Would you guys want to try to make a plan to go and maybe fight the ogre and find out about this dwarf in the pantry, or you think you want to leave this guy here and deal with anything else you find down here, or run back to town, grab some more reinforcements, and come back, or what are you thinking?
He doesn't seem too bright, so
Yeah, I feel bad
there's
if
a lot of possibility we end up using him. Maybe if something gets out of hand, we can
yeah.
say, "Hey, whatever his name is, can you give me a hand with this or
I
something?"
mean, I don't
And
have the heart
then if
as a holy man, I don't have a heart of killing somebody so simple
you
or
asked
attacking him.
if we had,
Okay. So you want to leave him be for right now, even though he may be um, getting ready to dine on a dwarf before too long. Um, all right. The town, the village guards, they're a little bit, they're not 100% happy with leaving an ogre alive this close to town. Um, and
well, it's not like
but
we're going back to town and on our merry way. We're just maybe checking out these other rooms and stuff, and then come back.
okay, okay, all right. That they can be convinced of the wisdom of maybe dealing with this guy a little bit later. Um, but they would say that if they're not going to take care of it today, um, they definitely intend, if they get back to town and you guys haven't killed the ogre, they're definitely going to let the um, the town elder and the village council know there's an ogre here so that somebody can deal with it. Um, they're not happy with the thought of that guy remaining. Either they want to drive him away or kill him. Because it is after all just a couple of hours away from the village where their families live and everything, and they don't want the guy that close.
He's my best friend now. There's no need to get brutal with him. I think as long as he's well fed, a dwarf a day or something, he'll be.
Maybe. All right. So tomorrow,
Oh,
or
for capital punishment in our town, and just we just drop him off with my good friend there, and he takes care of the execution.
That sounds good.
okay. So next session, we will continue with the exploration here in this area. And Tony, if you're able to join us, that'll be great. You can be part of that. If not, then as long as Devlin and LC are available, we'll go ahead and play next week um, and see about that. Now, um, Tony, I think maybe you had stepped away, so I don't know
Yeah.
whether you heard
What happened? I know they were
that.
disgruntled. Yeah, they were calling me inside a second.
Yeah. eh, Lubash the ogre, or apparently that's the ogre's name because he refers to himself as Lubash, is said something about the zombies are fine.
Oh
Um,
boy.
and then he also talked about men okay keeping quiet. Um, and so he then said something about there was a disturbance upstairs, lots of horses uh, fighting upstairs yesterday, but the bandits are all quiet today. Um, and he said he checked on the slimes this morning, and they were where they
Oh
were
God.
supposed to be.
We're gonna have to
So,
take care of him.
so
I
apparent.
take the cross back out and say I'm gonna have to do this. These are not good intentions.
So apparently he is a
He's evil.
he does work with this Bargle
Yeah.
guy, and it
But
was just
even in the description, you said he can be bargained with for food and money,
oh yeah.
I think I have a plan for you guys if you want to try
and
it.
that's
He's a
what
suck. Why don't we
I've
just
been using
poison the
the
food and
food
throw the
for.
soldier?
Is I'm going to become his friend, and
Yeah.
maybe he will like me better than Bargle.
How about
We,
if we
Maybe.
we
poison
could
the
be
meat and let
best
him eat it?
buddies. We could be best buddies.
Hey, Devin, what about poisoning the meat and throwing the mutton in there and letting him eat it like a cow? He'll eat it. He's so stupid, he'll eat anything. We don't even have to lift our swords.
Probably we'll keep that as a last resort.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So
Evelyn
we
really
will.
wants a new best friend.
Okay. I hope I can make it next. I'm gonna leave it up in the air. If I could, I definitely will call into you guys.
Okay.
That's a good idea. Is feeding him some poison food.
Yeah, I was thinking of that when I went and tried to check him. I said, "Really? This guy likes poison." I said, "We can just." Yeah. I was going to
Yeah.
tell you that, Devin. That'd be right up your
Yeah,
alley.
he may eat it and say, good."
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna, Gally. I'll try to catch you Monday on Monsters of the Week and feel better, Devlin.
Okay. All right.
I will.
Yeah. Roy, hope you feel better.
Yeah, feel better, Roy. I'm
And
sorry. I didn't mean to call you by character there.
That's
and
fine.
then I'll send out the notes from the session, um, either tonight or hopefully over the weekend. And then I'll try to check with folks during the week, see who's going to be around next weekend. Um, and that'll just be a weekly thing during the holidays, since I know that plans can change and, you know, might have family coming in or going other places or whatever. So we'll just play all of the holiday sessions by ear. But
All right, thank you.
fun session today,
Yes.
everyone. Thank you, and I'll be sure to let everybody know what the treasure and experience points are. Um, I need to double check, but a couple of you are probably getting pretty close to. Is anybody getting close to leveling at this point?
No, I had 475 only going into this one, so I got time still. Which is no rush. I
Okay.
can start turning on dead soon.
I'd have to check.
Or
I'm
in
not
the
sure.
spell.
Yeah, you actually can turn undead now.
I don't. I think you said I don't get a spell until the second level. Which
Yeah,
That's
that's
pretty cool.
true, but turn undead is separate from spells for clerics. It's a clerical
Okay.
ability. It's a class
I'm
ability.
gonna have to cut out because they're calling me. I'm sorry.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Take
Bye,
care,
guys.
y'all. Okay, and thanks everybody who anybody who's with us live today, and anyone watching on the stream later in the week. And we will be back next week for another session of the History of D&D. Take care, everyone. Good night.